You're such an asshole.
All right, Asshole Consulting. Hi, Aaron. First, could you do a Clarey Test on Brian Kolfage, or Kolfage, the founder of the We Build the Wall organization? The goal of his organization is to create the first privately funded border wall through crowdfunding. His organization recently started building the wall in an area the Army said the wall cannot be built. Oh, when they say it can't, it certainly can. The Army Corps of Engineers had said previously that the strip of land was too rugged for the fencing. I bet you they're building a wall there now. Dude, you know how you can do something is when they say you can't do it or can't be done. Unless they're like scientists or engineers, like except for the Army. When it's government engineers, like, okay, hold my beer. But, you know, like a physicist, well, yeah, physically that can't be done. Yeah, you're probably right. But when normies, conformies, and inferiors, you can't do it, man. It's like, I'm going to open up a bottle of old school American and show you how it's done. Secondly, I've noticed since the migrant crisis in Europe, many people, including myself, believe that in a libertarian society where a migrant crisis happens, the country is screwed and the migrants will take over. If the government does not step in to stop them. Well, if the government was willingly encouraging them. The argument continues that the way to solve a migrant crisis is government action like we are currently seeing in Israel and Hungary. Yes, that's true. You would close your borders, and the government should be in charge of protecting the borders. Do you think that the crowd-funded border wall will be a success? Could it show that border security can be accomplished through the private sector? Lastly, would you have a beer with Brian Kolfage? Thanks, Ben. Well, that's part of the Clarey Test, is Brian Kolfage. Let's answer your question. No, I don't think a border, a privately built wall will stop it, because they can just go around the wall. They can dig under the wall. They can fly in. They can come here legally and then just not leave. And a critical mass of people in the United States want immigrants to come here. And for whatever reasons, it could actually be noble. It's usually not that. So they want to feel good, and they actually hate America. They do hate the country. They do hate Americans. They cannot wait to change America into something it's never been. There's no willpower to defend the nation, defend its borders. There's a lot of people that just want immigrants to come here for many different reasons. I didn't write the book Enjoy the Decline because I thought there was a future. There really isn't a future. If you can't protect your own sovereignty, you'll just let anyone come in. You know, we went through a huge financial crisis. We finally got things right back, and now we can start having gains in wages again. It's a tight labor market. Nope, let's flood the economy with legal or not immigration, and lower wages on the lower. It hurts poor people. That's one thing. I used to be poor, not rich now, but I used to be poor, and that pissed me off. It's like, well, we can only pay $8 an hour. It's like, well, stop importing people, period. You know, you guys are all pissed off the baby boomers aren't dying off quickly enough or retiring enough so that we can all get promoted. It's the same thing. Except you got to start somewhere. You know, in the olden days, you could go straight from high school, work a job. You could support yourself. You could even raise a family at one time. Oh, no, we need more immigration. I'm going to vote Democrat. But then I complain about wages as they flood the lower labor classes with more people. And well, then I'll bitch and whine and blame it on the Republicans that starting wages are so low. We're just going to demand $15 an hour. And that'll solve the problem. I don't have time to economics you all. All right, so let's take a look at Brian Kolfage. But no, I don't. Yeah, they'll protect that part of their land. It'd be more effective than the government is right now, yes, because it's private sector. It's always more effective. But you have to understand that for the most part, most people want immigrants to come here. That's what it is. Brian. Come on, Clarey. Brian, veteran. Oh, he's a younger fella from Detroit. Wikipedia. Oh, he's missing legs. Wow. Okay. Veteran of the United States Air Force, found our organization We Build the Wall, which has begun construction of a privately funded barrier, U.S. border, Mexico. He's a triple amputee. Oh, he's missing an arm, too. With some arms claiming that he is the most severely wounded U.S. airman in history. Is he? His injuries resulted in the fastest medvac to the United States from a war zone. Initiated $1 billion fundraising campaign for Donald Trump's proposed Mexican-United States border and a GoFundMe under an organization We Build the Wall. Raised just over $22 million. The organization constructed a 1/2 to 1 mile weathered steel bollard fence near El Paso on private land adjoining the U.S.-Mexico border using $6 million of the donated funds. The organization has plans to construct further barriers on private lands adjoining the border. Yeah, it could block people from coming over land, sure. All right, so he's got military experience. So he's got real-world experience. Born in Detroit, Michigan, raised in Waikiki, Hawaii, married his wife, Ashley Getz. 2 children, enrolled at University of Arizona. From the Pat Tillman Foundation. Graduated. Oh, he majored in architecture. No! Worthless degree. Oh, he deployed to Kuwait. Oh, how young was he? 2003. Both legs, right hand, received Purple Heart. Medical Marine, civilian job. Experience recovering. Blah, 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 blah. He has real world work. I mean, what do you do after you're wounded like that? And he goes on to work. He has a worthless degree. I'm going to assume he didn't come from money. Although if he moved to Waikiki, you know, when you know, I'm from Hawaii, it's like, oh, are you rich? I remember when I thought people from Florida were rich. And they were, I guess, maybe in the 80s they were. What is his bio? They don't really go... Hey, let's do the math on this. 2003 minus 1982. I'm just trying to figure out how old he was when he joined. 21, all right. So he... Okay, dad separated 13, so he probably did not come from a stable. Well, he didn't come from a stable family, we know that. Life turnaround. Lived with his mother. Separation was 13, so a teenager went on from there, joined the military service. Yeah. I'm assuming he didn't come from wealth. Wife's good looking. Way to go, Brian. I'm gonna say didn't come from wealth, certainly did not come from a stable background. Majored in worthless stuff, so he does get a point about that. What's he doing now? I'm gonna give him a break because he's a triple amputee. He should be pensioned off for the rest of his life and be happy. He's still doing nonprofit stuff. That's fine. Real world working experience. Didn't come from money. Majored, so he gets a point of 1. Like it's a point of 1. Why'd you major in architect, man? Why? No. Would I have a beer with him? Yes. Should he run for office? Absolutely should run for office. This is the type of person to be a good statesman. And I would have a beer with him. Absolutely. So, all right, that's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.